Ah, yes. I love when masterpieces such as The Owl House get cancelled while Big Mouth gets its 8th season. This is great. I'm so happy. Okay, but like, seriously, Hollywood just doesn't seem to get what audiences want anymore. It's just the same slop with different flavors of marginalized groups mixed in to the same formula to act as a shield. I'm looking at you, Marvel. I'd like to emphasize that I like representation in media, just not as a band-aid for bad writing because Hollywood thinks we're too stupid to see around a gay couple.
Put a chicken in and make her name it gay!
They're out of touch, and investors are playing it too safe, which ends up bad and not safe. In this drought of good, big-name stuff, indie seems to be our savior. If you don't know what that means, indie is a small group or even singular individuals who make content and self-publish. This term is also used in video games and music. For example, Undertale and Five Nights at Freddy's are two popular video game titles made by a singular person. Radiohead is also an indie band. Recently, out of indie animation, we've been getting beautiful products of passion without the bars of out-of-touch corpos. We've been graced with delights such as Hazbin Hotel and their sister show Helluva Boss, or the Amazing Digital Circus, Lackadaisy, or even smaller projects like Ramshackle and Farfetched. Wonderful works of art with good writing, amazing visuals, and minorities that aren't used divisively?
What do you mean?
What?
What do you mean there's lesbians and they're well utilized and enjoyable? Yes, we're starting with Vivienne Medrano shows. Whether you like Vivsiepop or not, you gotta respect the hustle. 2 decently written shows with amazing visuals and voice acting, and good songs. This woman is doing amazing. If you don't know, the first season of her show Hazbin Hotel just concluded. 4 years after the pilot aired here on YouTube, her full show premiered on Amazon. It broke records, currently being the most searched show on the platform, as well as being the most watched show on Amazon worldwide. It also has merch cycling constantly, regularly being sold out. It's an adult animated show based on the idea of a Disney princess in hell, and it's pretty banger if I do say so myself. Yeah, it has its issues, but I'd argue it's a lot more solid than a lot of the stuff coming out now. The animation was fantastic. Something was always moving, the angles were always changing. There were no punches pulled. You get used to Toon Boom characters just standing there moving their mouths, especially in adult animation. Looking at Fox right now. That is a breath of fresh air and most certainly eye candy. The same goes for Helluva Boss on YouTube, the sister show about the residents of hell besides sinners, those who were mortal and came down once they died, but rather demons born there like imps and hellhounds. Even though it doesn't have the backing of Big Bezos, it's still always doing something with its visuals. It's kind of mind-blowing and I need more. Why does season 2 have to be in a mid-season hiatus?
How I know it. I'll get heaven behind my...
At least the soundtracks can hold me over, and the soundtracks. Both of these shows are musicals, and every song is a different genre, and each one better than the last. Even genres I don't usually like go hard, like Klown Bitch from Helluva Boss was on repeat for me after it came out.
Get ready for a new look, new rhythm and a new hook. I'm a clown bitch.
Look My Way was a similar story. Did you know it was originally a fan song?
Just look my way. Just look my way.
Imagine being that involved in loving of your fan base.
Imagine.
Couldn't be Disney. They'll just make sure to keep their IP off of a child's grave and produce a mid-100-year anniversary with, like, 0 heart.
Why are you the way that you are?
With Hazbin Hotel, the songs are great too. Loser Babe is such a showstopper. I mean, you have the voice of Facilier from Disney's Princess and the Frog as Husker, and Angel Dust's newer voice actor is incredible himself in this and Poison. I lost it at the voice crack at the end. It was so good.
I'm not a bubble up to cash in. Poison
I'm drowning in poison. I'm filling up my glass, but it's always hollow.
Honestly, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I need you to pull up this soundtrack after you watch this. The team also does live streams and Q&As. The old cast used to host live streams where they would improv in character, while a cleanup animator, Ashley Nichols, would animate on screen. They dubbed it the Hoonicast. There's so much love and passion coming from Spindlehorse Studios, and I cannot wait for what they do next. The Amazing Digital Circus is the next course of our delicacies. This 3D animated pilot caught the internet by storm with its quirky character designs and dark themes. This is the work of Goosworx, known for her wacky and unique personal works and videos, and Glitch Studios, known for their CGI animated shows like Murder Drones.
And good. Better than good. I am God!
This pilot follows Pomni, a woman who puts on a headset and finds herself trapped in a digital world, Matrix style.
Wait, what?
A digital circus, if you will. The art of the show pushes the medium of 3D art to its limits, squashing, stretching, and even swapping out models. 3D animation gets a bad rep for poor quality and laziness, but like any other art form, it takes work and talent and can be as amazing as 2D animation. The amazing visuals are aided by a fantastic soundtrack, also made by Goosworx, and a wonderful voice cast. Fun fact, the dude who voiced Angel Dust in the Hazbin Hotel pilot, Michael Kovach, also plays the character Jackson in the show. The animator Ashley I mentioned earlier also voices a character named Zubul. The line deliveries and jokes in this show are truly superb, but not overdone. This show brings an intriguing storyline with love and passion that have become a rarity in modern media. Now we get live-action remakes of perfectly fine animated stuff.
The cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated. You know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Yeah. Weird.
Sit down and shut the fuck up!
Or subpar comic book adaptations, and a movie of a musical of a movie.
Why?
This show has a dedicated fan base as well. A good measure of that is Labors of Love. The Amazing Digital Circus has almost 2,000 works on Archive of Our Own, a popular fanfiction site. In comparison, Blue Eye Samurai, an incredibly popular animated show on Netflix, only has 400 works. It's only a pilot so far, but with 260 million views on YouTube, it's basically guaranteed we'll get more of this world. Lackadaisy first started out as an online comic by Tracy Butler that you can currently read on Webtoon or on their website. But after 3 years of production, it too has an animated pilot on YouTube, currently sporting 12 million views. The channel also has a few animated shorts and a season 1 teaser. The show and comic take place in 1927 during the American Prohibition, following several workers for a speakeasy during their struggle to sell alcohol. They also happen to be cats. This pilot was made by a team of 100 impassioned people working together and trying to make the best product they could. Manu McCurl, I hope I said that right, has a video on his experience. As an animator, he details how every sector of the team worked together so hard to impress one another just to make a joyful experience. Ashley Nichols once again worked on this as an animator, and she also has videos on it. The pilot has a beautiful animation with gorgeous lighting and colors. Why is it always the indies that make stuff move so fluidly?
Mind-blowing, right?
Castlevania Nocturne, for example, as pretty as it is with the characters, just also moves from pose to pose instead of continually animating like Lackadaisy. Oh, and Michael Kovach is here too, voicing the main character Rocky, who is a little bit too much of a theater kid for stealth missions, but we love him anyway. Basically, if you see Michael Kovach or Ashley Nichols in the credits, it's going to be good. This team also does live streams where you can watch animators work while they answer questions or just have fun. You don't get that sort of freedom and interaction with bigger productions. Like, you would never get a live stream about animating the next Despicable Me movie. There's a humanness and love from these groups that you never get otherwise.
Continuing our trend of, see, I told you it wouldn't be another year, we are back.
Go fish.
There are also some interesting looking upcoming indie shows. Ramshackle is a smaller indie film made 3 years ago as a thesis film with 1 million views, which just recently got a trailer for its animated pilot, as well as having animated shorts, animatics, and speed paints on the channel. This is a work with a lot of years of love behind it. With $86,000 US raised, this show takes place in the Old West following 3 street rats in their misadventures. This show has a super unique scratchy art style with a sepia tone to it to fit the theme. The animation is super smooth and bouncy with a vibe reminiscent of the old Flapjack cartoon on Cartoon Network. There's also Farfetched, made by Ashley Nichols. Yep, she's everywhere and she has her own show. Farfetched is a show about a girl named Rue and her band as they battle the supernatural. There's only an animated teaser out right now, but it's already super high quality with beautiful colors and intrigue. Given Ashley's track record, we can expect good things from this. Yes, you can argue that there is good big name stuff coming out. The highly anticipated Arcane Season 2 is releasing this year, for example. But when an animated movie from Adam Sandler, Leo, the CGI movie about an iguana, is considered to be one of the best animated movies of last year, we have an issue.
Shocking, I'm shocked.
Most of the movies were mid, even ones I was a fan of, like the Miraculous Ladybug movie, weren't amazing. Orion in the Dark was expected to be very good, coming from DreamWorks, hot off the hype of Puss in Boots and The Last Wish, and it was a flop. Disney's next movie is Moana 2, which, yeah, Disney and sequels rarely go together unless it's Cinderella. By the way, watch Cinderella 3, it's weirdly good. The video game movie Sphere is doing pretty well for itself, with Mario, Sonic, and Five Nights at Freddy's doing amazing, but that's also piggybacking off of previous ideas.
Wait a second, did you steal that from Oprah?
If you want promising, original works, indie really is the place to look right now. And perhaps in the future, the indie animation space will be like how the video game space is, where indie titles stand tall with AAA. Did I miss any indie animations that you really enjoy? Or maybe you disagree and still think Hollywood is doing well for itself? Let us know down in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe for more content.
Suck.